Hello everyone, a bit of an impromptu unboxing today. I've had this at least 2 weeks. I just shoved it in the garage. I wasn't all that excited about opening it. It was a bit of an impulse purchase. But the only reason I'm opening it today is I want this box because some of you will know I'm selling a lot of my vacuum cleaners on my Facebook page. I'll put a link below. And I want to sell, I'll show you what it is. By the time you see this, it'll have gone, I'm afraid. But I'm going to sell my Ensign SM1, which is basically a SIBO. Whoops. I got this from brand new, but it didn't come with the original box, I don't think. I'll have to check the unboxing video actually. But anyway, if it didn't come with the original box, this box I think will be fine when it's all taken apart. So there's that, but there's plenty more vacuums to come. So if you live in the UK, follow me on Facebook. Please follow me anyway. But if you want to buy one of my cleaners, they will be listed on Facebook. I've had it with eBay. This is a vintage machine. No, antique. Antique. Yep, it's an antique. Vicky Wood fans will understand why I say antique like that. This could have been sold in Acorn Antiques actually. Although I think they mainly dealt with Gainsborough's Blue Boy in Mauve and Royal Doulton and furniture, not electrical goods. But yes, I was told, oh dear, I was told off for calling it vintage. He says, no, one of my viewers said, no, it's antique. And I suppose it is antique. Oh, did I get this? I'm not sure. I might have bought this from the same... Yes, I think I bought this from the same seller I bought my other antique Hoover from on eBay. So that box will be suitable, so that's good, I'll keep that. And here it is, another old Hoover. I'm not sure on the age of this, I haven't pre-checked, but somebody will comment. I haven't got time to research it today. It's a first look and possibly a quick turn on, and then I'll refurb it. I bought some stuff to refurb my other antique machine, some stuff to get it all polished up and nice, and I'm going to make that electrically safe. So let's get rid of this box. I'll take off all the bubble wrap and we'll have a close look at this antique Hoover cleaner. This is not as original as my other antique Hoover, and there's more bits missing and more bits wrong with it. But I've just checked back how much this cost me, and it was £27 delivered. So despite the faults, I think I can cobble together something reasonable out of it. It's a project for sure. Now, one thing I did notice in the listing was part of the furniture guard broken here, but I thought, oh, that's okay. I can probably find some sort of strong glue and glue it. But I didn't look at the pictures properly and didn't realise that it's actually missing this side. So it might be better just to remove this so it at least matches, and we've just got a bumper at the front. It'll polish up quite well. I'm not sure on the model of this, so I'll have a look underneath. And I don't think it's got the brush roll either. Clearly not the original cable or original bag. Let's have a look at the underside. So as we can see, brush roll is missing. Possibly the agitator for my other one would fit this. This will come off, I think. The Hoover makes carpets last longer. Yep, there's the fan blade. Fan blades. Looks not bad, it's sounds okay. So this is model 825, and there's another number, 825-8028. Like the other one, the wiring I think is a little bit dodgy. We do have this metal spring that covers the lead from the handle to the motor, and there is a plug on it. And again, it is branded Hoover, but this is a 3-pin plug. Now, from what I gather, three-pin versions of this were 2-speed motored cleaners, because the mains cable attached is a 2-core It's not earthed, and I'm pretty sure these weren't earthed from new. They were double insulated, I expect, and not earthed. But there are 3 cables inside the spring, and very old cables they are. They seem to be cloth covered. There's a red, a green, and I think that's possibly white. Trying to see, we don't want to switch on if there's any bare wire showing, but if any earth or mains leaks out of this and makes this live, I'm sure my circuit breakers will cut out. I will switch on, but as I said, I'm not touching it. The listing said the motor was working, so we can plug this back in. I think it goes in. Oh no, which way does it go? Let's try it. Well, it does go in that way. Yeah, I think it must be that way. Let's see if I can see the socket. Oh, yeah, not sure. Can't remember how my other one went in. I think it came like that. I don't think the handle's in. No, the handle isn't in correctly. I think I need to lower it down a bit, because the handle has the socket at the bottom. Let's just undo this nut. Whoops. I'll take it out completely. Right, so we can see now. Hopefully that will focus. There you go, we can see the socket on the underside of the handle. It says Hoover on it. So, well, we should just to test it, we can just plug it in. Let's pop it back. I think I didn't push it down far enough. Oh, that's gone. Yeah, that's it. That's much better. Now we can pop the nut and bolt in. There is a little bit of rubber on the bottom, some insulation. That probably could do with renewing. Right, I can tighten that up now. That's better. Then it comes in from the side. There we go. Right, that's how it should be. This model does have a headlight, but there is no bulb in there, and I don't have one to hand. So I'm just wondering, there is a screw at the back, a single screw. That's possibly the only screw I need to remove to take the top of the motor unit off so I can access the bulb. I don't know if it's a screw or bayonet, it's hard to see. But when the headlight's on, we've also got this Hoover logo, which I believe will illuminate when the light is working. So here's the height control. So yes, it's lowering the, no it's not, it's raising the wheel, which means, is it raising it? Yes, it's raising the wheel. Or lowering the wheel. It's lowering the whole thing. Can you see it lowering, folks? So, yeah, there's a little indicator that moves. It's hard to read what it says. It's rusty, but I think turning it this way is for lower pile. It's making the agitator go flatter to the carpet and higher. I'll turn it right up to the highest. When I switch on, obviously we're just going to get the sound of the motor with no agitator. So yeah, clearly a replacement bag, and quite an old one. I mean, if that was black, it would look quite good. You know, it's does look. I mean, it's, as I said, it's a replacement, but it's a very old replacement, and that would look better if it was painted black. And obviously, this spring here is clearly not correct. I'm sure I've got a bag spring somewhere, but I don't know if somebody's just fashioned that just so it works. So to empty the bag, you'd have to undo it here and lift off. There's some vintage muck in there, possibly. We can see the fan now. That fan's definitely in better condition than my other antique Hoover. It seems almost perfect. There don't seem to be any sort of big chips out of it. I wonder if this fan is compatible with my older one. I think my other one is older. I think this is newer. I'm going to have a quick look. I'll be able to roughly date this for you in a minute. But yeah, there you go. It does feel very smooth as I'm turning it by hand. It's a bit hard to get the full rating plate into the picture, but I can read it for you. This is rating 9, model 825 for 225 to 250 volts, DC to 60 cycles, motor number 8 PM, 34600, 360 watts. Consult Hoover service station before applying to any other current. Made under British patents, numbers 196853, 251211, 258196, 357451. Right, I won't read all those. Lots of numbers. Other patents applied for, patented and patents pending in Australia, Belgium, Canada, Czechoslovakia, Denmark, France, Germany, Holland, Irish Free State, Italy, Norway, Sweden and Switzerland, manufactured by Hoover Limited at Perivale, Greenford, Middlesex. According to the internet, this model 825 was manufactured somewhere between 1936 and 38, so it is newer than my 725. It was a 2-speed motor, apparently, hence the 3 wires that go to the motor. But when I show you the switch, we'll see that it has been changed. It looks like it's just a single speed switch. This has clearly been replaced because we've just got the single speed toggle switch. That cord protector is obviously newer, and it's better than the one on my older version. And we've still got some of the rubber on the handle, but as you can see, it's starting to go at the end. But you know, it's still there mostly. A lot of these can start to really perish and crumble and look quite grotesque, but it's not too bad, I suppose. So I think I'm just going to finish the video by switching on. As I said, I'm not going to get close to this. There's no point in me pushing it either, because it probably will clamp down to this rug. Oh, it needs needs oiling like the other one. It does smell rather a lot, but let's try and get this awful spring. I know I've got a spare bag spring that would sure be suitable, but that's all I can do for now. And yes, it's a replacement white cable. I would like to replace that with a black cable. It would look better. It would have had a black cable, but this is an old cable. It's ribbed. I've seen Hoover cleaners with this cable. In fact, speaking of Hoover cleaners with this cable, I'm not making a separate video on this cleaner I'm about to show you, because I've shown you at least probably 2 of this colour, but I recently got this Hooverette. It was very, very cheap. I'll tell you in a minute how much it was, and I didn't really need another Hooverette. It's got the floor head, but it's got a crack in it. It's got the handle and everything. But because it was so cheap, I thought, well, I want this for spare part. And the only part I really am interested in is this little rubber flap, because I've got at least one dustette that doesn't have this. I have to be careful with it because it might start to perish. If I can get that out and fit it to my other one, that'll be fine. Otherwise I might have to just reuse this end cap. I've got 3 colours of Hooverette. I've got the porcelain blue, I think it's porcelain blue. This is possibly Wedgwood green, and the sort of later sort of 70s version in orange, which I think is my favourite colour. So yes, I'll just find out how much this cost. I only bought it. It was a buy it now, and it was so cheap, and it's got some other bits with it. I haven't even switched this on actually. Well, might as well make it a double video if there's a plug on it. I think there is. It was just seeing this ribbed flex. It is more or less the same as the ribbed flex on this, so I won't get rid of this flex. It's a vintage flex, so it would be useful maybe for another cleaner, but something a bit more modern than this one. It's got a very vintage MK plug on it, a bit rusty. I'm gonna switch it on, folks. Might as well just add this to the video. As I said, I wasn't even going to bother filming this. I unboxed it without filming, but we might as well. I'll turn it that way because the exhaust comes out of there, just in case. Little bit grumbly, but it's very quiet. This Hooverette also came with this box containing some cleaning tools. This, although looks on first glance an original cleaning tool set for what? Or for Hoover Junior, but it's not. It's manufacturer's names and numbers used for reference purposes only. So in here I've got the floor nozzle, but it's damaged. I've also got two wands. At least it's got this part, which doesn't look very used, the felt clip-on pads for your parquet flooring. Of course, I've got the handle incorporating the holes where the exhaust air vents out of. But before we put the handle on, we need to put a wand in. I don't think either of these are genuine Hoover. That one definitely isn't. This one, again, no, I don't think. It just doesn't feel right, folks. But it all works. It all fits together. Should it? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it's yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely not genuine. Definitely not genuine. Also got this awful thing. Look at that. A pip fitting. Clearly not a genuine Hoover part, that. And looks like there's some bags, actually. For some reason. They must have had a Hoover Junior, possibly, as well. So we've got some non-genuine. Oh, Sainsbury's Hoover Junior dust bags. Two of them. And some nice vintage 2944B bags. They're very vintage, aren't they? Anyway, so how much did this Hooverette cost? It cost me £17.48 delivered. So, you know, even if I just have it for a few spares, it's worth it. Let's see if it'll pick anything up from this rug. The old Hoover's made a bit of a mess. Let's give it a quick go. Yeah, needs a bit of TLC, but as I said, it was under £20, and at some stage I need to sort out all my Hooverettes, because I've got two orange ones, I think I've got two blue ones, and possibly now 3 of the green ones. So out of all of those, I'm going to cobble together 3 lovely examples and then sell on the others to someone else who'd like a Hooverette in their collezione. Okie dokie then, we've done the Hooverette. I'm just building up confidence to plug this in. The other one was okay, wasn't it? But this seems a little bit better as far as the wiring goes. Pardon me. Just had a fairy cake. Right, it's just lying heavy on my chest. Right, I'm just going to switch it on from a distance. And that'll be the end of today's video. Oh dear. Oh, have you given up, love? Yeah, that doesn't sound as good as... No, I've unplugged it, haven't I? Have I just check? I've not unplugged, but the socket's switched off. Oh, it does smell. Yeah, that's not... oh, it's going to sound different because there's no belt and agitator connected. We'll just give it another go. Just try and hook this bag on a bit higher up. Oh dear. Lovely. Ooh. Tell you what, folks, I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on those wheels. Oh, there you go. Silent running. Little bit of 3-in-1 oil. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? It's very quiet, this cleaner, isn't it? Whisper quiet. Right, I'm going to risk it. Yeah, it's still on at the handle. As long as I just hold it by the rubber part, we may be okay, but if I suddenly start shaking and I fall to the ground, then you'll know that it wasn't okay. Oh yeah, despite being newer than my 725, I think it is, it has had a rougher life. But you know, we can rebuild her, we can do something with her, I'm sure. We'll see. As I said, it was £27. I couldn't leave it. I mean, somebody else would have bought it and done it up, I'm sure. I'd rather get my other one refurbished before this one. That's in a much better condition than this. But, you know, it's something to do in my retirement, if I live that long. I haven't shown you this yet, have I? The Hoover registered trademark. It beats as it sweeps as it cleans. Well, that'd be quite a good name for a YouTube channel. So there you go, folks, that's the end of today's video on this very antique Hoover 825 vacuum cleaner. Obviously not quite as good as my previous antique Hoover, but you know, £27. You know, what does £27 buy you these days? Not a lot, but it's bought me a piece of Hoover history that will at some stage be renovated and working a bit better. Who knows, I may come across an agitator one day on eBay. It's unlikely I'll get an original bag, but yeah, I think we can make this cleaner look and sound a lot better than it does at the moment. So that's it. If you have any comments or questions about this Hoover 825, please comment below, and don't forget, check out my Facebook page, because if I'm selling vacuum cleaners, they're more likely to be on Facebook than eBay, that I'm reserving for selling things that are non-vacuum cleaner related. So yeah, check me out on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok or anything else, so if you see me on TikTok, it's some thief stealing my intellectual property, and I'll have the law on them. But that's it then. Yeah, I'm off. My tummy's rumbling. I know it needs filling with food, so I'll be back another day for another enthralling, exciting video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.